Okay, this next section is about opening up the placket, cutting this open and turning it all to the right side. It's very similar to making bound buttonholes or welt pockets. As you advance in your skill level, you'll be doing those things, and you'll have somewhat of a familiarity to it as you continue into those skills. Well, now we want to actually cut in the middle of this, and we stop. We don't cut straight up to that. We stop and we make this little peak there. So I'm going to actually draw in, chalk in a line so you see what it is that we're trying to cut open. And since that's a 1/2 inch opening, a 1/4 inch is what's going to be halfway. So I'm going to draw in this line. I'm going to stop about a 1/2 inch from the top. So I'm somewhere in here. And now, over to that corner, we're going to stop with our scissors there, and then we're going to cut into that corner. When you cut, you want to get right to that corner, but you do not want to cut through your stitches there. So here we go. Get my scissors out. Now I'm going to take my scissors. And if you have good snippers, this would be a good place to bring in those little snippers that are sharp to get right in that point. And turn it, and I'm going to cut on that one underneath that corner. The closer that you can cut it and not go through, the better it's going to turn. If you don't get quite up in that, it's not going to turn properly for you. Okay. Pull all these pins out of the way now. And you've got it cut. Now that it's cut open, we're going to take and turn all of this to the right side. We're just going to bring it through that cut opening, just like we just did there. So bring it all to the outside. Now we're working on the outside of the front of your shirt sleeve. This is the public side now, where all of this lives and belongs. And we're going to do a little pressing now. We're actually going to press these seam allowances, these little 1/4 inch things, towards the placket thing. We're going to make sure that it's pulled away like this so that it's really pressed open. So, here we go. Now the seam over here on this side. We're going to press that seam allowance all in towards the little placket piece. And then out here up on the top, we're going to press this one right like that, just for just a tiny bit. Right? You don't want to make this window really pressed open, except up in there. So I'm going to just do a little pressing, give that a little memory there. We don't really want to press the rest of this, because now the next step is we're going to fold all of this and press it in. So I'll meet you back on that one. Okay. The next folding and pressing we're continuing with is this edge out here needs to be pressed back. This is inside here. We're pressing it back or under a 1/4 inch. Now, if you remember I taught you to make a little template, like with your pocket, etc. And you can mark off a 1/4 inch on your cardboard, And then it's really easy to just come in here and fold that back, that 1/4 inch, and press right on top of it. Really nice guides to have these pieces of cardboard around that you've measured off. So we did it on that edge. We're also going to do it over on this long edge. So we're going to fold that one in 1/4 inch and press. Stubborn. Now, if you look at some instructions, they would be telling you right now to press these all edges down 1/4 inch and form that. But I don't like to do that right now until we're ready to position it in its place, because you're kind of just guesstimating that that's going to be exactly right. And if you don't press this part, you're going to see in just a little bit how it makes it much easier to shape it into the perfect shape. So we'll press that under and shape that in just a little bit. Okay, so we have our long edges turned back 1/4 inch. And now we're going to go back over to here, to this, the shorter of the two. And we're going to, I'm going to give that just a little bit of steam right there, flattening out again. Now we're taking and folding this in half, basically. And that stitch line right there, we're going to put the edge of our fold right on that stitch line. Okay. So make sure nothing else is under there, just our shirt, one layer of our shirt there. And we just pin that just with a couple of pins in place. So we need to right on that edge that we don't, so we cover the stitch line just enough that we don't see it. This is like in that collar. You don't want to go too far over the edge, or our stitching kind of makes it roll and pucker on the inside. So we just want to cover that seam that we put in when we stitch the box. And before we cut it open. So there's the side. Just like that. And now we're going to go and stitch right along there, just like that, that edge stitching. And catch down, and we'll go all the way up, right like that. And I'll see you at the machine for that. Okay, we're at the machine now to stitch this first side. We're going to, again, it's a needle width away, that's 1/16 of an inch, and we're going to just be covering that stitching there. We don't want the stitch to be creaking clear over there. We want it to be right over that edge. So sometimes pins can be not your friend. Once I have this, my needle down, I'm going to take this pin out of the way, so I can really see that I am staying exactly where I am. Like I've said before on things, industry sewing and fine dressmakers don't always use pins. In fact, a lot of times they won't, even if they're doing fine dressmaking, because they can mold it and shape it better and see what's going on right there with their own hands, instead of worrying about where my pin is and if it's distorting anything. So we're going to start down here at the bottom and stitch up to here. And why we're going to start at that bottom is because when we do that, it allows for us to have a running start. Kind of get your groove on, because that's still seam allowance there. So you get a good start instead of starting out here in the middle of the project and wanting to be dead on right from the start. So start down there at the end. I'm going to hold my threads again. So take a couple forward, little back stitch in place. Now I'm going to watch that is really right where I want it to be. Regular size stitching. Again, I'm using contrasting thread so you can see. tiny bit. And like that. So now you have that stitched down. That's the underside of the placket. This one's going to come and go over the top of it. So now you've got that side complete. I'll meet you back over at the iron here in just a little bit.